In 2019, Bernard Arnault briefly topped the Forbes list as the richest man in the world, before being overtaken by Jeff Bezos as usual. But in 2023, Arnault shot up to being the lead once more, leaving behind not only Bezos but Elon Musk. But everything we see is the result of Arnault's many years of work. How did he achieve all this? Where did he study? How did he collaborate with his father? How did he bring his family to a new level of wealth? That's what we'll be discussing today. Bernard Arnault was born March 5, 1949 in Rebais, France. He grew up in a well-off family. His father had a successful business in civil engineering and manufacture, so Arnault picked up interest in business in his childhood. At the age of 10, he told his father he wants to become a businessman. Arnault studied in the prestigious Lycée Faidherbe in Lille, and he studied well. Lycée Faidherbe was founded in 1854, named after a French general and politician who played an important role in colonization of Senegal. Besides Arnault, the Lyceum had such notable alumni as Charles de Gaulle, the former president of France, who attended the school in the beginning of the 20th century, Pierre Mauroy, France's former prime minister, Louis Pasteur, a former French microbiologist and chemist, Jean-Jacques Goldman, French singer and songwriter. Later, Bernard Arnault studied engineering in one of the most prestigious polytechnic schools in France. During this time there he studied maths, physics and economics, which formed his basic understanding of not only science but business. This polytechnic school was founded in 1794 during the French Revolution, and it is one of the oldest and most prestigious engineering schools in the world. Several well-known French scientists, engineers and politicians graduated from it. Among its graduates, Marie Curie, Gustave Eiffel, the one responsible for the Eiffel Tower that is now the symbol of France, Henri Poincaré, a mathematician and physicist who helped develop the special relativity theory and dynamical system theory. Arnault got the diploma in engineering, then went to Paris School of Mines to study management. It is then he became interested in luxury industry and began thinking how could he apply his knowledge in engineering and management in this area. In 1971, Arnault joined his father's company Ferrat-Savenel, a construction materials manufacturer. He quickly climbed the corporate ladder and in 1978 became the CEO of the company. After finishing military service, he convinced his father to invest into real estate, and then his father got interested in potential profits in the luxury industry. At one point, Bernard negotiated a deal on selling his family's company, but informed his father only after signing all the papers. Upon selling it, Arnault moved to the US, where he spent several years studying corporate merger business methods. Then he came back home armed with an arsenal of typically American aggressive tactics of taking over companies. Later, he acquired Boussac, a textile company that was in difficulty at the time. It owns several luxury fashion brands, including Christian Dior. Arnault saw an opportunity to breathe a new life into the company by focusing on its luxury brands. He quickly made a name for himself as a savvy businessman with good understanding of design and branding. Under Arnault's leadership, Christian Dior quickly became one of the most successful, prestigious fashion brands in the world. Arnault also acquired several other luxury brands, including Louis Vuitton and Givenchy. This was the beginning of the global empire of companies specializing in luxury goods that eventually became the LVMH Group. Arnault's business acumen and strategic vision helped transform the luxury industry, and many consider him one of the most successful and influential businessmen of his generation. Today, LVMH is the biggest luxury goods company in the world, with a portfolio totaling over 70 brands and market cap exceeding 300 billion euros. Arnault's rise to the top of the world's billionaires list began in 1990s when he set up the merger of Louis Vuitton and Moet Hennessy to create LVMH, world's largest luxury goods conglomerate. Over many years, he continued acquiring other upscale brands, including Fendi, Givenchy, and Bulgari. He expanded the company to Asia, especially China, which had a booming demand in luxury goods. In addition to his LVMH success, Arnault also made other wise investments. Those included a French supermarket company, Carrefour, as well as Hermès, Hermès, however you like to pronounce it, another luxury brand. He also invested in real estate and other companies. His personal investment company, Group Arnault, owns assets in various industries, including technology and media. Over the years, his fortune continued to grow, and in 2018, he became the richest man in Europe, his net worth exceeding $80 billion. Despite the world's economy's fluctuations and luxury industry's own troubles, Arnault's fortune remains surprisingly stable, and he continues to remain one of the most successful and influential businessmen of his generation. In 2020-2022, Arnault on the world's richest man list was behind Musk or Bezos, but in 2023 Arnault managed to take the lead. A bit about the LVMH. It was formed in 1897 as a result of merging Louis Vuitton and Hennessy, two of the oldest and most prestigious luxury goods companies in the world. Today, LVMH's portfolio includes some of the most recognizable fashion, beauty, and jewelry brands, including Louis Vuitton, Dior, Fendi, Givenchy, Bulgari, and Sephora. Besides luxury brands, LVMH also owns several prestigious wines and spirits companies such as Dom Perignon, Vieux Clicquot, and Hennessy. LVMH is headquartered in Paris, France, but has a global presence, operating in regions like Europe, Asia, North and South America. The company is known for its commitment to sustainable development and corporate social responsibility. In 2019, LVMH launched its Life 360 program. Its goal is to lower the company's impact on the environment and promote sustainable practices across the entire supply chain. LVMH also contributes to art and culture, supporting young artists and making access to art easier. The company has created several funds and enterprises directed to aid cultural exchange and creativity. The Billionaire's family. His first marriage was with Anne de Wavrin. They had two children, Delphine and Antoine. Delphine is currently LVMH's CEO. She played a key role in expanding the company, especially in Asia. Antoine Arnault is the CEO of Berluti, one of the LVMH's allied fashion brands. After separating with de Wavrin, Arnault married Helen Mercier, a Canadian concert pianist. They have three sons, Alexander, Frederick, and Jean. Alexander Arnault is the head of Tiffany & Co., which was acquired by LVMH in 2021. Frederick Arnault is the CEO of Tag Heuer, a luxury watch maker. Jean Arnault is studying as yet. Charity and hobbies. Arnault took part in charity work, especially in education and art, and created several funds and enterprises aimed at promotion of creativity and cultural exchange. Bernard Arnault made a number of contributions over the years, including 10 million euros to restoration of the Notre Dame Cathedral after it was damaged by fire in 2019. In total, the family promised to spend $226 million on Notre Dame's restoration. Bernard Arnault is not only one of the world's most successful businessmen, but also a known art collector. He's known for his love for modern art, and his collection includes some of the biggest names, such as Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, and Claude Monet. Arnault is also a fan of an American artist, Jeff Koons. He's actually the biggest collector of his work. Arnault's collection can be found in the Louis Vuitton Foundation, an astonishing museum and art center in Paris, sponsored by Bernard and designed by Frank Gehry.